Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, with the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 12 seed in this playoff, the USC Trojans, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the Ball State Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there, we're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner will be brought down. The Cardinals offense will have some work to do here thanks to that bad return. Everything that happens on this field today is just heightened, Kirk, because it happens on this amazing stage at the foot of the San Gabriel Mountains. Nothing like it.
Nothing like it to me in all sports. We've been calling this game for such a long time, and I think we both agree it's one of our favorite games to call each year. And when we get a good matchup like this, it makes it that much better.
Heads out of bounds after a solid game, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, they tried to catch this defense napping on 1st and 10 by taking a shot downfield. The defense does their job. They've got everybody covered, but I'm telling you, you better account for this quarterback because he can take off when things aren't there and use his legs, and he does that for the first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the quarterback dropping back. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Pass complete. It's second down now. There's the handoff. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47. Offense operating at high tempo now. No huddle. Can he get there on the ground? Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Using his legs. It's Horton. They make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
They're going to run it here. Will he score here? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of a rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And so it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. The Trojans offense out there for their first possession. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
Boy, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
No running. Handed off to the running back. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting 4th down and inches. And the Trojans bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. And this one will be fair caught. Here comes the Cardinals offense back on the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Ball handed off. But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play. And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out, and they put something together in this drive. 1st down here for this offense. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. They bring it down, but the game moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Really a great way to get this game started for this offense. You know, they told us in our production meeting they thought with certain formations they'd be able to get this defense out of position and hit them for some.
The pass is intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47.
This is why you don't predetermine what to do with the ball as a quarterback. He wants to throw this as he rolls out to his right, but instead he keeps his eyes downfield, recognizes there's nobody open, so instead he decides to become the runner, and he's a real threat when he has the ball in his hands.
And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are, but man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. Ball handed off. He stopped, but he gets a 1st down.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down, but instead gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And the wideout goes in motion. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. 6th play of the drive coming up. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards,
he'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ball State. Here's the point after attempt. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the USC offense is back out on the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. On the handout, they'll test the right side here. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Snags the quick throw.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. With all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
They bring it down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
They're going to pick up a first down. Nice catch, but even a better throw to show that accuracy and efficiency from that quarterback spot. And my gosh, they have so many great quarterbacks over the years that played at USC. Go back to Carson Palmer, the year he won the Heisman. What a brilliant career he had for the men of Troy. Matt Leinart, think back to those Norm Chow offenses and the championships that Matt Leinart won. And, of course, more recently, Caleb Williams for Lincoln Riley, running and throwing and making throws just like that.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Now they test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big 3rd down now for this offense. They're down early in the game, all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
And they get the completion. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive, now they have a chance to put points on the board.
Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The completion makes it 2nd and short. Back to pass. It's Childs. Receiver makes the grab, and the gain just good enough for a first down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. Aiming for the end zone. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, USC. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
Here comes the point after attempt. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Well, Kirk, Ball State has the lead here. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. We expect the teams have worked through some of the nerves of this playoff game as we begin the second quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Well, the pressure just couldn't quite get to him there. They forced him out to his right on that bootleg, but give him credit. He held his poise, looked at the entire field, couldn't find anybody open, then he just pulled it down and picked up a nice gain.
He has first down yardage at the 36.
Go with the toss play here to the left side. Let's give credit to the guys up front, the offensive line, center, guard, tackle. They seal the edge. But I love seeing the receiver's willingness to be a part of that and a good job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play cannot be spilled out of the backfield and into the open field. So everyone handled their responsibilities perfectly to pick up some nice yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Gonna run it. It's Davis. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. And now it's 4th down. Handoff here from the shotgun. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
It makes sense going for it here. Kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you go get a touchdown.
Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
In the red area, it's Davis. Got space, looking to score. Lost a lot of bounds, close to the end zone.
Boy, another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Looking for the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Wolf. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Hey, great throw here by this USC quarterback, but how about the catch by the wide receiver? And Chris, we've been saying that for decades when it comes to USC and their wide receivers.
Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Finally brought down, but this is a big play. Moves the ball down to the 21. And the Trojans come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. The throw, it's Childs. Catch hauled in here over the middle. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. And the Trojans are going to cash in the red zone. Play Action fake, looking to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Trojans. The offense stretching the lead, building momentum, Kirk. And if this defense isn't careful, this one could get ugly.
Right now, this is just flawless execution in every phase for this offense. Doing a great job of mixing in their calls. Right now, widening that lead and killing the will of their opponent.
The extra point is good. They're down by a touchdown, 21-14. Now they get set to kick it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Cardinals' offense is back out on the field now. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on second down.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
On third down, it's a handoff. Tackle, but first down.
Here's a great example of back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. Gets loose on the scramble and picks up a decent gain. Short of the first down, though.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
It's a quick grab. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Well, the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation. And at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
Second down play coming up. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Oh, what a move. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit, they were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Makes a quick grab. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
Eludes the rush. And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on first down.
I mean, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you'd prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
And they pick up the first on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
It seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
And it's good right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Tackle at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. Time is running out before halftime to cut into this now 2-possession lead. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Dropping back, it's Childs. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. And the Trojans will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And looking to throw now on first down. Lets it go quickly. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big haul on the ball and bat it away.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Quarterback drops back, and he's got it. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Looking to throw it on first down. And the receivers got it. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Shotgun formation here on third down. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Can he take it all the way? At the 10 now. Touchdown, Ball State. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. For the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kurt.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the USC offense is back out on the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here in the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42. A new set of downs after that completion. To throw, it's Childs. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage.
Well, the quarterback did about everything he could here to wait for that play to develop, and there was just nobody open. It's great coverage downfield, and instead of taking a sack or potentially throwing the pick, he just gets rid of it.
And he lofts it toward the sideline. And it falls incomplete. One final shot as the quarter expires. And that is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Sideline catch made, but out of bounds short of the first down. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain. Looking to pass here on second down. Caught quickly. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker. The Trojans hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Going to throw for it on third and short. Quick completion to the tight end. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Scanning the field, it's Childs. Couldn't find anybody open, and he just has to throw it away. Urgency now for the offense. They hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Now they run a draw play. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. And the Trojans will line up to boot it away. Going to kick it away for the second time. And this punt heads toward the sideline. Doesn't travel very far. Here comes the Ball State offense back out there. The last possession, they were able to milk some clock and add 3 points to the scoreboard. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the run here. Lets it go. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Caught near the sideline. It's Davis. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Good job here to be able to get a foot down. That was awfully close to being out of bounds, but no, he's in.
Running play called on third and short. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead. You keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Makes a quick catch. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Extending the play now. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so second and 3.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitches to the back. They make the tackle, but enough for a first down. Textbook execution on the option.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments. Go right back to giving his running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. A sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Catch made by the tight end. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
Well, it's really hard to be accurate when you're falling back and not getting anything on the football. He threw that ball off his back foot.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Receiver makes the catch. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal. The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Touchdown, Cardinals. And the route is on. And they'll set up for the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Fields it just outside the goal line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. With the catch, it's Jordan. You bring it down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Great execution here by this offense against zone coverage with a curl route. Hit that last step in your drop. You see where you want to go with it. Put it right on his shoulder for a 1st down.
The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Tackle made after just a short gain. 3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Looking downfield, it's Childs. He makes the grab. And the Trojans pick up 1st down yardage to keep the drive going.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
And that run produces a decent gain.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Grab down the middle. It's Wolf. Tackle is finally made, but not before a big gain. They'll spot it at the 24.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Grab made by the tight end. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. Right, the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
And a nice first down game there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Chris, I just don't know about short gains like this, especially keeping the ball on the ground. The clock keeps moving. They need points on that scoreboard in a hurry. You got to throw the football. You cannot afford to allow this clock to keep ticking.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Defense expecting run all the way. They stop him short of the goal line.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
And they're trying to punch it in here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
They're getting closer, but they're obviously thinking that this is 4-down territory. At this point in the game, trailing the way they are, they've got to come up with a play to put this ball into the end zone.
They line up on 3rd and goal. Got to think this is 4-down territory, down multiple scores. And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now. So it looks like they'll bring the field goal unit onto the field. This is going to be a 21-yard chip shot. And the field goal is good.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball State's offense back out on the field now. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And it's the senior getting home with the sack. After the sack on 1st down, it's 2nd down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Lets it go. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
It is really tough on a quarterback when he thinks he's got a completion and an open man downfield. The ball's just about to get to his receiver. Then out of nowhere, the defensive back steps in front of it and knocks away. Nice job.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. And here comes the punter onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Coverage team brings down the returner. And now the first play of this drive is set up at the 37. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. And they heave it deep downfield. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
Boy, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long. And now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Snags the quick throw. Tackle after he makes the 1st down as the seconds tick away here in the 3rd quarter. Well, Kirk, Ball State has the lead here. We played 3 quarters with a chance to stay alive for the national championship. Let's check out the game summary here so far. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Clear movement before the snap, and it'll be a false start.
False start. Offense.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense shoots itself in the foot. It's 1st and 15. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Tackle made, but the game moves the ball to 30. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Got him. He's sacked.
That's a really nice job of bouncing back by this defense after giving up that big gain. This time they get the pressure and bring that quarterback down.
That sack makes it 2nd down and forever. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. The receiver now before the snap. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Running back grabs it on a screen. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Trying to find some room. It's Davis. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Looking to the end zone. Oh, nearly an interception down there in the end zone. Could not quite hold on. It'll bring up 4th down now. So on 4th down, the decision is to trot out the field goal team. This one is right through. And they add to their lead. So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the USC offense is back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. 2-back set. Quarterback flanked by the backs. Looking to pass. It's Childs. Dumps it down to the back. Caught. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage.
Oh, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers, the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. Or forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
He'll take a deep shot here. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Oh, and he doesn't hang on off the deflection there. He's going to bring up a 3rd down play.
Chris, it's funny. I think this quarterback underestimated the athletic ability of this linebacker. He sees zone right away. He's thinking he's got some underneath windows and opportunities to get the ball to his skill guys. But this linebacker steps in front of it and makes a heck of a play.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Short connection to the tight end here. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a 1st down.
And I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year. And it's been great to see him in person today. Making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today. Back to throw again. Catch made on the right side. Finally stopped at the 4. Great catch and run.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
Doing a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
The offense that time was trying to get the ball out in the perimeter, trying to find some space to be able to get their speed into. Pretty good job by the defense.
Touchdown, Ball State. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. First down, looking to throw the football. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Touchdown, SC. Strong game by this quarterback.
Well, you can tell that this play caller, the offensive coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. Here comes the Cardinals offense back on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Inside the 30 now. Touchdown, Cardinals. And this one is getting ugly. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. Last time out, a one-play touchdown drive through the air. Can you keep it going here? Here comes a first down pass attempt. Here's a throw underneath the tight end.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Back to throw. It's Childs. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Third down, out of the shotgun. He's running out of time here. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure.
Looking to throw it deep. Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
It's just not a smart decision, in my opinion, here to go for it on fourth down. And, Chris, I know we're kind of in this era now of analytics and when to go for it and when not to. People are aggressive by nature, but to go for it inside your own 20-yard line, the defense lined up, did what they had to do. They get the ball, and now look at the field position that they have.
And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Second down after that previous play. Use the running game to chew on this clock now. And the ball to the ground. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
Just a critical error here by this offense late in the game, working with the lead. The last thing you want to see is obviously a turnover. But give credit to this defense. They got the ball back to their own offense, and now they got a real shot.
They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. That completion makes it second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down. And he'll set up to throw. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Not much on the return. Tackle at the 17, but a big interception for this defense. And the Cardinals' offense is back out on the field now. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. Got a lane. Can he get in? Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
What a shot, right? I mean, this guy once again gets his hands on the football, and great things seems to happen. He's over 120 yards on the day, and it's really been a combination of his vision and speed along with really dominant offensive line play.
There's the snap, and he just takes a knee.
This has been a great game and a great opportunity for this offense to show what they've been all about all year. They win today, and they advance to the next round.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did